Taurus, how are you? Let's do a reading for the current energies. As always, please just take what works, leave what doesn't. We all know who we are in the story, right? So I appreciate each and every one of you being a part of my channel. If you appreciate what I do here, hit that like button. Yep, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Really makes a difference to my channel, and I'd love to see my channel continue to grow. So I appreciate you all, but let's really tune into why we're here today, which is for you, Taurus. What does the next 7 to 10 days look like for all of my Taurians moving forward? We have the King of Cups coming up reversed to the World card. You know, there is a situation, you've been dealing with someone. Here we have this King of Cups. All right, he's reversed. You know, emotionally, I feel as if you've been dealing with somebody who's an older person. He is a king, right? He's an older man, and I feel as if, they have a lot of emotional issues. There's just something about them, where they're just a little unstable. And then it's crossed by the World card. So I'm wondering whether a situation between you and someone who you've, really been taking care of, I want to say taking care of, it kind of came to a head. I mean, here, look, you've been carrying all this weight. I mean, this 10 of Wands, I mean, it's an uphill thing you've been doing with this person. I think you've been really, really hung up, trying to figure out, what do you do? Do you continue to take care of this person? Do you continue to worry about this person? It could be your father. Maybe you're really worried about your father. I mean, it just feels to me like, it's like, is this your responsibility? Because it's pulling from what you need to do in your own life, because your whole focus is on this King of Cups, and this King of Cups has a lot of issues. So here, you sit, the Hermit, it's right here above you, and I think you kind of tried to figure out, like, what am I going to do with this guy? Like how do I move on? Because here you're looking for answers with the Hermit. And when we go to the Hermit and we go to take some space, maybe some of you Taurians really need to go away. Maybe, spend a night in the woods, camping, build a fire, one of those kind of things, and kind of really reconnect with, what you need in regards to this situation with this older man who is really struggling. Because the World card, I mean, here, I get this sense of independence here. I mean, you're not with this man in the World card. You're not with this man in the woods. And I think, you've been trying to figure out what to do and how to handle this situation because, something's got to come to an end. All right, the World card says this has got to come to an end. The 10 of Wands says, we have got to, either, figure this out or it's got to come to an end. And then here, moving forward, we have you hanging from this tree upside down, trying to figure out, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to really do? So I think, these two cards together to me tell me, Taurus, that you're taking a lot of time to really think and really try to meditate and to tune in. And like I said, get some answers about your life moving forward. Because whatever's going on with this king, I think you're kind of almost thinking, what are you going to do once he's gone, right? How are you going to move forward, once, you move on with your life? So there's this energy of you, you haven't known what to do. We have the 7 of Wands coming upside down, right? Whenever we have the 7s, it's like it's up there in the ethers, and it's just like I feel as if you just didn't feel like you had a position. You didn't, what couldn't you do? This is the King of Cups. This is your person that you have to deal with, So, I mean, like your hands are tied because it's not like you can just like, throw them away, right? But something has to shift and something has to give. And I think this is a week where you are going to turn around and you are going to really go inside and try to figure out, how you really do want to proceed moving forward. This is a tough situation because we do have the Lovers here, all right? So whenever I see the Lovers card, I mean, these are two people coming together for a future vision. But here, I'm wondering whether or not the vision is over. You still love the person, but I don't think you guys have the same vision anymore. And here with the Lovers card, again, you're around the fire. I mean, I think you're trying to figure out what to do about this connection you have. And maybe they, decide that they want to join you. Maybe the two of you go away, and try to really talk things out in a place where, you won't be disturbed. Because I feel as if, some decisions have to be made because we have the Justice card here and it's reversed. And there may be things you guys need to talk about you don't want to talk about, right? But you have to talk about, because if not, it's going to get really hard moving forward. So I just feel as if, there's just, and I hate to say this, but I'm getting the end of days. I think as you guys are beginning to kind of find your own direction and your own roads and things like that, I think what we want to make sure is that, we move on so that things feel good, not, it just doesn't feel fair that maybe, you can't do anything because of this King of Cups. Maybe you can't make any changes because of this. Because remember, your Seven of Wands says your hands are tied. I don't know what to do. I don't have any advantage in this. And you're looking for the answers. I mean, here, you really are looking for the answers with these two cards. It's like you need to, really figure out how you want to move forward, because Queen of Pentacles coming up reverse. You are a Taurus. We are reading for you. This is an earth sign. You're feeling so unstable about, how you're going to make things happen. And I feel like they could become very aggressive and defensive. So before you say any big things about the direction of what you want to do in your future, this has nothing to do with them. This is your future. And I think this is why you really need to really think about what's going on. Because when we have the Hanged Man, I mean, there's been some sacrifices. I mean, you've taken the time to just kind of go along, and, you didn't say things when maybe you should have said things. But now you're at this point where you're not sure whether, because maybe there's this other energy that's come through. I mean, this King of Cups is emotionally needing some support and help. But how do you do that? Because, you've been carrying all the weight. 10 of Wands. So big decisions are looming for you, Taurus, as far as how do we continue moving forward and make it work, because, I mean, at one point we had a vision, and now what? Now what do we have? So yeah, we got to talk about those things that are hot topics. But, you better talk about them now, before it gets to a point where you can't fix them. And that's what I think this whole thing is really wanting you to do, is take the time to think about this connection, this partnership, this situation, and what you really want to do with it. Because right now, here you are tied in this tree, but you're not really that tied to any of these things. You just have to make some decisions about what are your needs now, not what are theirs. Because somebody like the King of Cups is draining, they take all your energy away, and you need your own for yourself. So anyway, a very, very introspective week for you, Taurus. That's what I've got for you. Please take what works, leave what doesn't. We all know who we are in the story, right? And I'll see you at another reading. Until then, be well. Bye now.